Oh boy, here we go again. I don't know what I was expecting to see with this second Star Trek Starfleet Academy trailer, but yeah, the more I see, the more confident I grow in my original position that this show is just going to crash and burn like the Enterprise in Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock. So we learn from this trailer that one of the cadets, Caleb, has a fairly stock, tortured background origin story going on. So he's carrying the stereotypical type of trauma that we've seen in other TV shows and films. His mother was taken from him as a child, and the series' main villain, played by Paul Giamatti, taunts him as a boy. So he's carrying that into adulthood, and that's going to be Caleb's motivation. He's got a connection to Holly Hunter's character, and we find that Starfleet Academy is a ship that docks in San Francisco because, I guess, why not? Stupid idea. So they hope that him coming to Starfleet Academy can help him find his mother one day. And we see a couple of Star Trek Discovery characters in there. Predictably, Tilly is going to make an appearance. I called that ages ago. I used to joke that she was going to be a career guidance counselor or something. So now, as expected, this is a college show. All right, this has been dubbed Star Trek 90210. So there will be a lot of talking about feelings in corridors, right? I do anticipate there will be frequent crying, a fair bit of tears on the show. But I'm just wondering, will there be as much crying on this show as there was from Michael Burnham on Star Trek Discovery? And also, because of bad modern TV writing, we will get characters telling us who they are and what they're thinking and feeling all the time, right? So an example of this female character, she's talking to the EMH, and her dialogue is very trite, very on the nose. She says, "Sometimes I feel invisible, but mostly awkward." Great. So thanks for telling me your character traits in such a blunt fashion. This is going to be very much like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer's first 3 seasons, because they were in high school then, So we have the female Jem'Hadar again, which shouldn't be possible, as people have pointed out, because all Jem'Hadar were male on Deep Space Nine. Although I think she is some kind of hybrid, so I presume they have an explanation for the fact that she's female. And she's a gym instructor, and she tells the cadets to show her that they're worthy of the uniform. And the Klingon character has this ridiculously monotone voice where he says, "A warrior does not let a friend face danger alone." He delivers it literally like a robot. And then Caleb says, "I spent my whole life running away from stuff. Letting someone in, that's hard." Wow, so profound. So this is how you know that this Cringe is aimed at, the teen, young 20s kind of demographic. That's the kind of audience I guess they're going for here. Like I say, it's a college show, but it's the same genre as any high school type show because it's a similar format, because it's based in an education setting. And this reminds me actually that some of the scenes in this trailer remind me of that Family Guy parody of One Tree Hill. The guy says, "There's nothing that'll ever happen in the rest of our lives that's as important as what's going on right here, right now in high school by these lockers." And the guy says, "I've got so many problems." That scene? He says, "Hey, nothing that can't be fixed by staring at a lake." High school is such a serious thing. These problems matter. Also, the sets look, I have to say this is really a commentary on new Trek sets in general. They look like, some sort of state-of-the-art Las Vegas hotel interior. Right, the interiors just have the same Discovery, Strange New Worlds, Kelvin timeline feel. Everything looks like a 5-star Dubai hotel lobby, or an ultra-chic pretentious nightclub, or an airport lounge in Abu Dhabi or Doha, but with more neon. I just don't like the aesthetic at all. It doesn't suit Star Trek. It never did. It doesn't look functional. It's not pleasing on the eye. There's something about modern Star Trek set designs that feel messy, too large, confusing, and stressful. You feel overwhelmed. You don't feel like this is an efficient place for people to work in. Despite there being a lot of LED colors and stuff, the sets somehow still feel cold and depressing and alienating. Now, it should go without saying the show looks like it's not really what Star Trek is supposed to be, in my opinion, which is exploration, interesting sci-fi ideas, the future of humanity, even political allegories. This is a show about relationships, young people coming of age, in fairly generic teen to 20-something derivative storylines, lots of misfit, awkward personal journey arcs in there. I'd say we'll get a fair amount of crying and talking about being a family and so forth. The Starfleet Academy concept, as I've discussed in previous videos, it was rejected back during the development of Star Trek VI. So there was this proposed idea of a flashback. Star Trek VI was going to take place during the Academy years of the original series crew. So they were going to have younger actors playing the original series characters. Thankfully, they decided against that. And instead, we got Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, among the best of the Star Trek films, and a great send-off to the original series cast. Later, Starfleet Academy would become a video game, which was released in 1997 by Interplay, and it did star William Shatner, George Takei, and Walter Koenig. And it worked very well. It was actually based just before Star Trek VI, incidentally. But as a weekly TV show, no. I don't think fans want a Starfleet Academy series. I don't think they ever wanted that. I don't think they're going to warm to this. I'm not sure even if there's a younger generation that are going to like this, but we shall see. Maybe it'll develop its own little independent niche audience. Will that niche audience be enough to keep the show on the air? I'd be kind of skeptical. After all, Star Trek it's a big fan base, and you have to appeal to that existing audience. And I don't believe that this show does that. I don't think this is giving longtime Star Trek fans what they've been wanting. And I think given where Star Trek is right now, you're looking at, I think it's a one-season wonder, maybe 2 seasons tops. But imagine, we could be getting excited for a Star Trek Legacy TV series, a follow-up to Picard Season 3, something that there was actual fan interest in. But instead, here we are commenting on a trailer for a show that's already dead on arrival, in my opinion. Who wanted Starfleet Academy? I mean, seriously. So check out the trailer for yourself. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to be notified of future updates. And another reminder that Computing Forever, my main channel, has been reinstated on YouTube. Go on over there and subscribe to that channel if you haven't already. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.